Okay, I'm going to do a little commentary on the Clovis point that I made, and I just wanted to let you know that I am following a certain procedure, okay? And what I do first is nowadays, let's see if I can show this without glare. Nowadays what I do is I flute first. I get the general outline, then I flute or I thin the base first, and then I shape the rest of the point pretty much around these flutes or thinning flakes. Okay, now I could have made this side a little bit better by trying to clean up some of that junk on this side by sending up another thinning flake, because you can see one here on this side. The termination is kind of messy. I could have, prepared another platform and driven another flake there, and you'd see two flutes. Might have been a little bit nicer, but I just left it because the thickness was getting to the point where I couldn't thin it anymore and still look like a Clovis. And I'm gonna display this side anyway. Okay, so the procedure that I use is I'll thin the base first, and then I'll shape the point after, and constrict the sides, making sure that flute is in the middle as best I can. Now I have a cast of a real one. This is a plastic cast of a Clovis from Texas. It's fluted on this one side, but not on the other. Comparison between the two. The width is pretty close. The real one is more narrow. Mine is 1 1/16" down here, and 1 1/4" up here. 1/4 inch thick in the middle, and 2 3/4 long. Now, this one looks like it's been resharpened, right? It probably would have been better if I had a larger piece to start with, right? So I can make it about 3 inches, which is about average, or about this long here. This is probably more than 3 inches. Three and a quarter, or thereabouts. It's usually 3 to 1 for the Clovis. Okay, so this one looks like it's been resharpened, although I did make it this way, in the video. So yeah, a lot of times a modern Clovis will be fluted last, which is fine because it makes it look modern. Okay, but in reality, a lot of these were thinned first, because you can see the flakes on the side intruding onto the flutes. This one here, you can kind of see it on the sides here. There was more than one fluting attempt, or more than one thinning flake. There was one on this side too, but most of it's gone because of the intrusive flaking. There were multiple attempts. I think there was one, I don't know if you can see, there's a little step right there from the last time that they tried to thin. So there's actually multiple thinning flakes there, not just a single flute. But a single flute is good because it looks modern, It also is it's more showy that way. There are real ones that have the flute taken out at the very end. So that's also a possibility. So there was many ways to do it in various stages, but most of them that I've seen have been thinned first and then shaped last. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be doing more, because I'm going to practice on more of these paleo ones, and I'm going to start trying to get these flutes just right. I only do these once in a while, so I'm not that good at them yet. But yeah, more are coming.